Just kicking it. We are back. We are back by popular demand. It was summertime. It wasn't too much going to transfer. What was the point of really even discussing it? We popped in for the Mbappe watch. Other than that, it was been pretty slow motion, man. How's everything been going, though, B?
No, everything been good on my end, man. I've been watching the transfer window pretty closely, man.
I know you have.
Yeah. Excited for a new season, man. My batteries are recharged. I just, man, we're on the up, man. Everything is on the up.
Oh man, this is
we got that Montgomery brawl energy. Yes. You know what I mean? Premier League kickoff. Like, it's been a hell of an August, man.
The
August
battle for Riverfront Park.
You know it.
Yeah, we got Mbappe out here doing his version of it. Neymar saying it. Basically, PSG only got Dembele now. That's it.
Man, and then what about the Saudis? The
Saudi
Messi
takeover.
effect. Yeah,
let's
man.
talk about that off the top, man.
Let's get it.
Would you ever thought you would see this many? I'm not saying everybody is at top peak, but like right out your peak window, just zipping.
It's brand new, man. This is a new phenomenon. I started, like we always talk about, I started thinking it was possible when I saw what the Saudis was doing with the PGA. You know, when they start pulling that talent from the PGA, I said, man, they got the resources to do it. The pocket's way more than deep enough. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could see it, but for it to happen so much, so many.
I mean, I think there's a list of like 38 Premier League and European players that are now in the Saudi league. 38.
Yeah. Or how many potential Ballon d'Or winners, you know, who nominated for Ballon d'Ors are there now. Yeah.
I mean, look at Neves. He's only 24, 25 and win.
Yeah.
Mahrez went. Like, I mean, Mane just signed. Like, I mean, Ronaldo said everybody came because of him, but that's all. I mean, that's just foolishness. The money is bringing everybody there.
Yeah.
You know.
Even the defensive midfielders, Fabinho.
Fabinho, Henderson.
Conte. Like, you got world beaters.
Mendy gone. Mendy. Like, I mean, we can name off tons of players.
A lot of talent.
Zaha.
Oh, wow. I didn't even catch that one.
No. You know what? I'll take that back. I think he went to Galatasaray.
Turkey.
I think he went there, but he was close to going down there. I know that.
And he's the right profile, an attacker, highly money motivated. You know?
He's at Gala. He's at Gala. Yeah, he's at Gala. Okay. But they were like saying he was going to. It's like, oh, this is just. I mean,
man.
Well, what are we supposed to do here now at this point?
And then, you know, what's the impact on the league rankings, like against MLS? What is this window taught us about the talent level and how the players view it? Or is it the money?
It's the money. But also the talent level is now coming up, because if you look at last year, in the first MLS team to make the FIFA World Cup, they lost to a Saudi team in the first round. The Seattle Sounders lost to them in the first round. So you're like, well, dang, like if the best of CONCACAF lost to a team that didn't have none of these guys yet, what is that going to mean?
Right.
Now, my next question is, if a Saudi team can pull an upset in the FIFA World Cup, what is that shake up? Or do people start saying, oh, man, it's the FIFA Club World Cup. I ain't care for real.
I think they already say the latter. You know, they already say the latter. I mean, you know, that's one of the trophies that you just add to the list if you happen to win it, but you're not really standing on it. You know,
some people probably already like getting their medals set up from whoever wins the UCL. Like, let me get that medal real quick. I'm going to get his perminated on the back.
Or even like what Chelsea won in the what they call it, the summer season or
whatever it was. Yeah,
whatever. Like, is that a trophy? But they're saying, hey, we got our first trophy of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you see those guys from those European players that's going there? I might have to tune into their that Asian World Cup, the Asian not World Cup, the Asian Champions League. Because
it's worth a watch now.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth a watch now.
Yeah, so they get up to that one game because I believe Neves, a couple other guys are on that team that qualified for the FIFA Club World Cup already. Do they get up for that one game if they get a shot at like a Man City and like a further round or one of the South American teams?
I think they have to, man, because they still got a lot to prove. You know what I mean? And they want it to be to appear to be more than just the money. So I think you do get maximum effort in those kind of tournaments for sure.
I mean, it's one game you got to get up for. Like, it's literally one game. You literally have that one game circle. All right, we going look. I may be hurt or don't care during the season, but I will be there in whatever, I guess it's March or whatever it is when they do it.
Yeah, all guns blazing, everybody tracking back, no walking,
no walking. I mean, they were like, dang, like, I mean, it's gonna be. I'm interested to see what how that's going.
Yeah, that's gonna be must see TV. Hell yeah.
So rest of the transfer window, how you feeling, Chelsea? You've been feeling real good about Chelsea's transfer window so far.
Absolutely, man. I think you do too. I think you got to feel good.
You're gonna be surprised. I'm not that happy, man.
Listen, man.
I'm not.
Listen, man. Listen.
I'm underwhelmed. I do feel great. The Big Mick got sent off yesterday. That brought me up to like a midpoint at a 5. I was at a 3.
I saw that. I was wondering if that was going to happen or not, but you needed to get him out of there. So yeah, that's good business.
Man, what is the dude we brought in that, like, he 38? He came through our academy. He's been playing for, I forgot his name now. They're like, oh yeah, he could be our next backup. And I was like, oh yeah, it's over. This man's 38. The dude that was at Leicester, that came through our academy, that was there for a long time. Hold up. He's like 36, 37, man. Johnny Evans, man.
Oh, Johnny Evans, yeah. And
we picked him up. We picked him back up.
He's very serviceable. I like that move, actually. As a backup?
But that's a backup to the backup to the backup, and they were like, "We good."
No, I hear you.
That's when it's over, man. The Big Mick, man. And then you see Lindelof, how he played when we played Real with him, and you're like, all this time. And once again, we always say as Man U fans, all this time we gave it to Lindelof, and it really was Harry Styles Kane. I mean, it's not Harry Maguire.
You was definitely killing Lindelof for a long time.
I was killing him. I was like, does he bring the donuts? Does he, is he washing cars? Is he like that guy that just before you get to the club, he's got the booth already set up with all the party supplies?
So you got to show him love. Yeah.
You're like, oh man, we love Lindo. No, that wasn't the case. It was Harry Maguire was that guy.
Yeah, and he didn't throw him under the bus. That's really big of him.
You know what? But Eric Bailly did, though, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. I was watching a low lights of Harry Maguire the other night. Not highlights, but the low lights. And he kicked him in the head, his own teammates in the head multiple times. And I think that was the bad blood between those two center backs.
And Pereira, I don't know if you saw that interview with Pereira that came out a couple of months ago. He's playing, I think it may be over in South America. And he did an interview, and he's like, they told him hands off of Harry Maguire. Like, he gets to do it. He gonna get to do whatever he want to do. Like, you can't worry. You can't do nothing about it.
Well, I guess, when you have that price tag, the most expensive defender ever at that time, I think, that comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the man. It's like we got solid moves. We didn't get the big splash striker I wanted. Harry Kane is who I wanted, or someone of that ilk, or Osimhen, somewhere around that where I was like, okay.
Osimhen was never coming there. Never.
Why you say that?
You're not a big club for him.
What do you mean? Stop it. What do you mean? Stop it.
You're not a big club.
We're not a big club. We're the biggest club in the world. It's us, Real Madrid.
No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
How much you think your team is worth versus mine?
It's not even about that. Let me tell you what it's about. It's about the stage of where the clubs are. Your club is aging out. You're trying to get a little bit younger. We have a project going, just like the Philadelphia.
That's what it is, a project. We'll talk about that when we do our Premier League rankings.
Yes. Who wouldn't want to be a part of what we got cooking up? Come on, man.
Not this year.
It's a learning curve, of course. But
I'm saying I'm not getting any Champions League. I don't even have a Europa League. I don't even have nothing to play there for. Why, if you're a big time player, want to go this year to Chelsea?
Because this is the year where all the cohesion is going to happen, because you have more time on the training pitch, because you're not playing in all the tournaments. So this is where the magic happens.
I love how when people don't qualify for it, they always say it's going to be a good thing for us that we didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Less injuries, more time together, more team bonding. And we got the right manager to pull this thing off, man.
I do love y'all manager, man. I do love y'all manager. Poch is a good manager. it's going to be interesting with Chelsea. Do you think they had the best transfer window in the Premier League?
Hands down. And I mean, listen, of course I'm a supporter, but hands down, man, all the young talent and how we're future proofing. We got the Jamaican wonder kid. What is it? Dewan Wagner. We just got another wonder kid out of Brazil. Davide Washington, I think it is.
Is that the guy you've been telling me about? That the guy you've been telling me about, the one that's underage and couldn't come over?
The one in Jamaica. Yeah.
He's like underage and like the visa. He couldn't even get the visa, the work visa.
He's 17. He hasn't even turned 18 yet. So he can't even come over until like middle of the season.
Is he going to play on the under 21s or what?
No. He's going to go straight to our feeder club, Strasbourg in France. Yeah.
To our feeder club.
Yeah. That's where we're building it at. We build it on 2 levels. No, seriously.
I know.
Yeah.
Because doesn't Liverpool have one in Italy or something?
I think they do.
Yeah, I think a couple of clubs are doing that. FIFA needs to stop this, though.
No, I think that's the next wave. That's the next wave, and it's good for everybody.
Yeah. We'll definitely see on that. I think low key the best transfer window in the Premier League is Aston Villa, man.
Now they did make some solid moves, absolutely.
They got Pau Torres, Tielemans, I forgot the other. They got another striker. Hold on, that I saw. And they were already kind of set to go already with what they kind of had in their arsenal.
Moussa Diaby from
that's it. Yep.
From Leverkusen.
Yeah. So they're going to be. I like their transfer window for them. And then second to me was Newcastle, man.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when I saw the winger Saint
Maximum.
Yeah, when he left. Did he go to Saudi?
I think he did go to Saudi.
He went to Saudi too.
I think he went to Saudi.
He went to Saudi too.
I think he did go to Saudi.
Yeah, man. And he's just like a Zaha profile. You know what I mean? Where you're gonna chase a bag. 100%.
Yeah, he's at Al-Ahli Saudi FC.
How's those Arabic classes going, man?
But I'd like Aston Villa. Newcastle got Tonali. That was he's probably the best midfielder in Serie A. And then they just got that. They got that workman's type feel they got around them that they're trying to build. That the workman's hat. Nobody's a real star. They just kind of just going, lunch pail it there every day, every week. Now, I don't think they'll make the top 5 this year, but that's another discussion when we get into it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. What I was kind of looking at is some of these smaller clubs like a Brentford. I like what they've done. Nathan Collins coming in.
Yep.
They got even young Beckham. Romeo Beckham came in. They've been tapping into Asia. Ji-Sung Kim is coming in. Watched a couple highlights on him. So that's kind of one of my teams that I'm watching. Another thing is James Ward-Prowse. Do you know where he landed?
Oh, guess where he just went to? Supposedly. Let me see. I believe it may be West Ham.
Okay, yep. I think that's what I was hearing was West Ham. And that's another real good talent that I think is going to
30 million.
Okay.
That just happened. 30 mil.
Yeah, man.
Wow. That's a big one. He was one of those guys, man, like you're scared when if it's close and it's a free kick. Even if he's not playing, I would sub him in if it was a crucial PK just for that moment. Like, okay, hey, come on, this is your time.
Go. Yeah, by far a specialist, man. He's proven that himself too many times. Absolutely.
So I mean, West Ham is trying to gear back up. I'm not saying they necessarily will, be able to contend, but now we can get into. I want to get into Messi real quick before we go into our Premier League. Let's go back. Harry Kane, man.
Okay. Yeah, lots of developments even this morning. So it sounds like they reached a number, but Kane has to agree to the personal terms. What do you think he does, man? I think that Germany.
That depends, man. What do I want him to do, or what I think he's going to do?
I know what you want, but what's the best for his career right now?
To stay at Spurs and go? No, because he wants to break the Premier League goal record.
What is that worth?
If you can get a trophy at Man U, because we will get a trophy at Man U with him. and also break the Premier League scoring record, that would mean everything. Even if he won a UCL or Premier League and got that at some point, that would be it. He would be good.
Man, I think he almost has to go. He's got a chance to go over there and win just about everything. It's ready-made for him.
Do you think that Premier League scoring record means a lot to him? I mean, we're outside lookers. I mean, we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't truly know. I mean, of course it'd be nice to have, but I think trophies come over personal records.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I mean, he's going to walk into a trophy at Bayern, basically. He's going to literally walk into one.
Yeah. But he's also, 30, 31? Yeah. It's time to lift the trophy, and that's not going to happen at Spurs.
And that's definitely not going to happen at Spurs. But I'm surprised Levy even let it linger this long with it. He should just told them 100 mil, let's make it happen. Yeah. And like he went on vacation when they first put it in, and then he didn't let them know. They said, hey, we finna pull this deal. And he out hanging out in Miami, hanging out on the beach with people.
Yeah, man. Levy has really cemented his himself. I mean, he really is that shrewd businessman, like you saying. Like he'll just ignore you, go on vacation, pop back up and say, "Hey, what's cracking?
Y'all had a meeting?
What's up? What's the new number?"
Hey, look, my calendar reminder didn't go off for me. My bad. So I think he goes. I honestly think he goes, and he should go. I mean, I would love him to go, stay, play this year. Even if we got to go mid-season January on you and throw, hey, we're going to go throw y'all 30 mil. If y'all want something, he ain't going to sign it to Spurs just to give y'all something to give him there earlier. I would love that scenario. That's not what's going to happen. He's going to go to Bayern. He's going to go to Bayern.
That's the
unless that bread ain't right. That's the only thing. If Bayern is on some like, hey, we spent 100 mil on you. Can you come down on that contract?
Yeah. And I think he would, though, because, I mean, he's made all the money. He's made his money already.
Yeah. Because does the Premier League have I was reading the and we can talk about the rule changes actually before we do. We'll do our rankings at the end of the show. There's a FIFA rule that so if your player is an academy player, you basically shows automatic profit regardless of how much they're worth. So if Harry Kane gets sold for 100 mil, that's 100 mil on their books against FIFA, rank FIFA.
Oh, okay. Fair play. Okay.
For fair play, because it's saying that's homegrown. That was all this is profit for you.
Okay. And then, that makes sense.
So you don't have any negative from it. So if they bought Harry Kane from Sunderland, but he wasn't an academy player, he was playing for Sunderland, then they'll subtract it. So us losing Harry Maguire is actually a good thing because we get negative on the FIFA on the fair play, saying we lost bread on him. So we need to bring our fair play down some.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. No, that definitely makes
sense. Spurs would Levy say, I don't want 100 on the books. Well, he already agreed to it, so I guess it doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, but with these rule changes, man, like what? I hadn't even looked into it. So what is the major rule?
A couple of them is kind of going towards that the dissent. Where it's always been, up to the referee dissent, you cursing at the ref, but it's more like kind of like what they're doing in the NBA, where they don't want 2, 3, 4, 5 players circling the referee when he's trying to make a decision, that kind of thing. So eliminating that, I think we're going to see some serious punishment around that.
Because people are going to do it naturally. That's the thing. So cats, even though some cats might not know it's in the rule book. They don't even know. I don't even know if they have a meeting for that. Like, hey, nobody can do the conferences.
Right. They also talking about clamping down on time wasting, especially by goalkeepers. They definitely are very
good. Who was notorious for that on my team.
Oh, yeah.
He'll actually kick the ball. You out of bounds. He'll actually kick the ball. Man. He's been yellow carded millions of times for it.
Absolutely right. And then the other one that was a big one is adding more time for the ball being out of bounds. So, all of the play acting, all the extracurricular activities, they're going to treat it like the World Cup. So I think we're going to start seeing, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes added.
Wow, that was the World Cup was great. Like when we went to the watch the final, was it like 10 or 11 minutes of extra time?
It felt like 12 or 14. It really did. Where it was like, whoa, like this shit should be over.
Yeah. Y'all let Mbappe score again and tie it up. That's how much time it was.
And I think that's just another good thing, man, because like a Premier League game, you already know you can't turn it off no matter what, because so many things can happen. And now with this much time remaining, you definitely can say, oh, we in the 91st, we good. Like, nah,
you ain't good unless you up by 3 or 4.
Exactly.
And even with then,
exactly.
you gotta still be like, I don't know.
Right.
So I'm interested in all these. The other rules was it clamping down on. I'm looking at here. All the coaches to behave in the technical area. Oh wow.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna see a lot of that, man, because the managers will mix it up, man. We've seen all kind of things over the years, and so yeah, I can see why they want to crack down on that.
Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting. Because does that mean that people are gonna be like no jumping up and down in there, or what's the
I remember last year Arsenal Arteta kicking the ball away from Manchester City, picking up the ball and holding it and pushing people while he's in his technical box. So that kind of stuff. Like, come on, man. You part of the game, but you're not part of the game,
So there's gonna be a semi-automated offside?
The way I was reading on that one is that if a player is offside, clearly offside, but then the play is continuing going on, that you can't use that player for offside when they were clearly offside before the play began. So sometimes or I guess a better way to say it is like you see a player that's offside, even if the ball's not played to him, the play can continue if he's clearly offside.
Right. So I could almost kind of cherry pick, and not necessarily like, let's say I step on the wing, I'm offsides, and then just fall back and wait, and then come back into the play after I'm onside.
Yeah, once the ball will be in front of you, then you
right, and then I can come back, get back onside, and then come back into the play.
Exactly, and be legal. Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting because I could kind of not cherry pick, but kind of be lingering out, let the play come back to me and get me back onside, and then get in the play. But I can kind of throw off the defender some with that.
Yeah, I think you're going to see more counter-attacking play because of it. And that's just going to cause defenders to push the line up even farther to, because a lot of times, defender kind of hang out at the halfway line. Yep. And so that's the legal area. But if they push up more on the opposition's half of the center circle, now that's going to put you in an offside position. You can't even just hang out on the line.
Dang.
So that's going to be interesting to see. And if they even, because, we've seen rules get laid out before, they don't even call it.
Right. It's like you don't even know I forgot we can do that. I didn't even know we could do that.
I think, there's a learning curve for the booth and the referees to adjust. Like, oh, shit, yeah, we can call that. Yeah.
So another one I saw, they said doing a subtle change to the red cards for denying a scoring chance. They said the so-called double jeopardy exemption meant that if a defending player was making a genuine attempt to win the ball with a tackle, then he will only be booked if giving away a penalty. The exemption has widened slightly now says a player challenging an opponent for the ball. It means upper body challenges shoulder to shoulder, which will result in a foul, may not be considered a red card offense inside the area.
Okay, I actually like that.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah. So they said the example was João Cancelo was sent off against Fulham after trying to ease Harry Wilson off the ball and bringing the player down. The penalty was awarded, and Cancelo was shown the red card. Under new interpretation, would just been a yellow.
Okay. Yeah, I like that, man. I don't want to send players off unless it's really egregious, if it's really dangerous.
Yeah. Or if, like, you straight handball it in the net or something, like exactly. Like you're in there, like you almost like you a keeper.
Right.
Like I'm trying to keep it out.
Like, we got to sit you down. Come on.
Yeah, you got to leave off. All right, man. Everyone is wanting to know our Premier League predictions. These are slight subject to change every show, as we always do.
week to week.
But for the preview for the season, all right, well, we'll go back and forth. Let's do your bottom three, and then I'll do my. What is go back and forth? So number 20, and then I'll do
my number 20. I got Sheffield United.
Ooh, why? Okay.
Yeah, just don't have not enough depth.
I'm going with Luton Town, man.
Okay.
It's just that they just need to get this check.
No, it's
they be doing that. They can't have a home game for like 2 or 3 weeks because their stadium's still getting rebuilt to accommodate more. They have to have a certain amount of play, like seats for Premier League
to qualify.
So I think their first 3 games are on the road.
Okay. All right.
Something like that. Yeah,
and that's who I had going at number 19 was Luton Town. So same kind of thought process.
they're gonna have fun though. They're gonna have fun and they're gonna kick it. They like extra stuff, better buses.
Oh,
Now you flying charter. Everything moves up for them.
And their supporters, man. I mean, every weekend is going to be huge for them. You know what I mean? So the party won't stop.
All right, I will go next with mine. Mine is Sheffield United for 19.
Okay.
Mine is Sheffield United for 19.
And then I got to toss up 18.
This is where 18 is where it gets interesting at.
Yeah. I got Burnley or Nottingham Forest. I'm kind of on the fence there. Yeah, I need to see a little more, but
I'm going Wolves.
Wow, that's a big drop for them.
Who do they have? Name me one player they have.
Well, I feel like they got a system.
No,
a system.
Right, but I'm just saying, name me one player. Before we could always count on Neves, Raul Jimenez, Traore is even gone.
Traore, yeah, big strong, yeah,
he's
big
gone.
slow, yeah. But they always do really
Gibbs
well.
White been gone for a year. He's at Nottingham. Like,
I just think they always do well with picking talent from the Netherlands, from Mexico, from lower division.
Portuguese players too. They snatch out Portuguese players.
Yeah,
I just think the magic is run out. Their time for them to blow is gone. All those players they had, everything they had, momentum, almost went to a Europa League final a couple of years ago. That is none of those players that they're gone unless we're gonna find some new people.
Now you put it like that, I'm like, that is a good call. I see your case. Yeah, I see your case.
It's Leicester last year.
Hey, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, it's Leicester. Exactly.
It's Leicester last year. That window where you're supposed to really cash out.
Right.
You missed it.
But the difference is that's a much bigger fall.
Oh, yeah. From winning a FA Cup with the year before.
Right.
And a Community Shield the year before and then losing. Right. Going all the way down and getting relegated. So you have you said you got for you Burnley.
I'm gonna go Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest at 18. I got Burnley at 17.
I think Nottingham Forest will be just all right. I got them at 17.
Again, not enough depth, not enough experience. That's what I'm seeing there.
They got a couple of they got Gibbs White. Matt Turner's there now as the keeper. They just signed him as their keeper from Arsenal.
He's huge, yeah.
That's a big one. Not just Gibbs White, they got another player too. What you call it? Used to be on us too. They got him. Hold on. They used to be on our team. They got Gibbs White. What's the? It's not Gardner. I think it's not Gardner. They used to play for us. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm looking it up here now. Oh, they got Nico Williams. Maybe I'm forgetting. Maybe they already let him go. Maybe shoot.
Well, they signed Vincent Kompany as the manager.
That's right. Yeah,
so
they did.
That's another reason. A rookie manager in the Premier League. I think
in the Premier League.
Where he coached in the Netherlands somewhere, I think.
Yeah, but Kompany didn't he brought Burnley up, right?
Weren't they up last year?
No, Burnley was in the championship. Okay. That's why he think it's a new coach. He was their coach in the championship.
He did bring them up because I remember that ad that they had where he was really dogging the players in the training room. Yeah,
and the thing is with him, they won by like 30 points.
Okay,
Burnley's one of my surprise teams later on. Like,
wow.
Yeah,
they're in the opening game, so we're gonna see what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they smashed the championship.
Like, do they do Manchester City in the opener? You want to put a wager on that?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I want to see how much Kool-Aid you drinking.
No, let's not be ridiculous now. Let's not do that. So you got 9-4 / Burnley in them two spots.
Yep.
And I got Everton after that, man.
Everton.
Yeah, I got Everton. You can't stay on that yo-yo like they playing with fire way too much. This is like they can't do it again.
Yeah, they got to get it together. I agree, but man, I don't see that. I don't see that.
So every year we think Everton's gonna be all right, and the last few years we just seen them in relegation battles.
It's been rough, man, but they still got a lot of talent on that team. I think they still are okay to survive. Maybe barely.
Maybe barely. All right. So what do you have next?
You want to go to the top of the table? I mean, we start when you get to 16.
Yeah. We can go from the top. We can go from the top. I mean, let's go top 5. No, you know what? Let's go European spots up, 8 up.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah. I'll go first. In the 8th spot, I have as my upset team for the year coming up. I'm gonna go with Brentford, man. Ivan Toney will be back in January, folks. Don't forget.
I think they're middle of the pack.
That is the middle of the pack spot. 8th spot is a good spot.
No, I meant more like 15. Like
no.
But okay, but hey, you gotta step out there and make
some
progress.
Yeah.
I go at 8. I'm gonna go Aston Villa. That's where I think they are at. Yeah.
Now I have Aston Villa at 7. The reason I do is I think they might go out and win the Europa Conference League and not even care about the actual Premier League, so they can automatically qualify for Europa and not have to expenditure so much energy within the league.
And strategy-wise, that make a lot of sense.
It gives you another year getting cohesion there, and it's like, okay, we're not going to challenge for the top, but let's get another European spot next year by winning this tournament, and let's just get 6, 7. Let's get between somewhere 7th and 9th, and we keep it pushing.
Exactly.
West Ham is showing people the way right now.
No, that's true. That is a system. That is totally a system. So I can see that happening for sure.
All right. I gave you my 8 and my 7. Who you got for 6?
6. I got Spurs.
Well, spoiler alert, my Spurs are 9th for me. That's why they won't be in this projections.
I got Spurs. I think they still got a lot of talent over there, man. They got a good foundation in place. I mean, it looked like they're going to lose Harry Kane, but I didn't think they were going to win it or qualify for Champions League anyway. So I think that's kind of a good finish for them.
So in this spot, I have Chelsea.
Oh, no.
Just missing out on the top 5 going to Europe.
Dude, listen. Justify that.
My original thing, I had y'all at 9. I had to think about it and move y'all up to 6.
Listen, man, what I need to drug test you right away, man.
No. I'm totally being rational with this. I'm totally being rational.
I don't see that at all. That was your what pick? That was 6. All right, I'll move on, man. I'm not gonna even.
So this is top 5 now. Top 5 now qualifies you for the Champions League now.
Yep.
So now it's going to be a little bit different of battles now. I feel it's going to push everybody to go harder for that 5th spot. Just because, okay, I can get to Europe and I'm only 3 points back. Let's get it.
Got to go guns blazing.
Yeah.
I got coming in at number 5. I got Liverpool.
Wow.
Yep. They didn't get the business done on the central defensive midfielder that they need. I think that's going to come back to bite them. I don't think they got enough up top.
Wow. Wow. Woo. Interesting.
Yep. And then Klopp goes on the hot seat.
Or does he go on the eject button seat where he ejects himself? We've talked about this. If any of these other jobs open up, does he just eject himself?
I think we got to see where we at Christmas and how the Scousers are looking at it at Christmas time. That can make a big difference. And what Everton's doing at that time.
Wow. Okay. 5 for me. I have Newcastle.
Okay.
I have Newcastle with 5. I think they're solid. You don't have the qualify top 4. I do think being Champions League may tinker them a little bit and weather them some because they don't have that depth as some other clubs above have. But I think that they're solidly set there for that spot for there.
I see that. I think they're building. So what I'm at 4.
Yep.
4. I got you, Manchester United.
Okay.
I think that's about. See, I'm being rational this year.
I'm being rational too. I'm gonna be rational too.
I'm gonna be at least out the gate. I'm gonna be rational.
I just don't see where I can't justify Chelsea being 5 with all the departures they've had.
Okay.
I mean, I know you're gonna say addition by subtraction. I
100%. Get that. We completely reloaded, 180-degree turn, and we not done yet. That's the thing. That's really the thing.
You still waiting for that Caicedo deal to happen, huh?
And it will. And now
Liverpool. It might be Liverpool now. Just happened this morning.
No, it's just rumor. And Lavia might be coming in too. So,
yeah. So I mean, y'all have a lot of young players, but are they ready to get to 5?
I think we get higher than that. Let's go. Where you at for 4?
4. I have Liverpool.
Okay, so we just flip-flop there.
Yeah, I have Liverpool at 4. I think they'll be straight. I do think that they have a messy issue in that midfield. That midfield is trash. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's their Achilles heel. That midfield. Henderson's gone. Fabinho's gone. The Jude Bellingham thing they thought was guaranteed for them.
Oh man,
they're flooded away. People they don't want to talk. Liverpool fans don't want to talk about that fleeting dream that went away from them early this window. And I just think but I think they'll still be strong and going to challenge. I still think they'll be strong and challenge.
I think they're going to definitely challenge. Yeah. But like you said, they still missing a couple of pieces. So we get up to 3. I got Chelsea, man, the mighty Chelsea.
Wow, you talking about this is rational?
No, I'm dead serious. I see the vision. I see it, man. We have a hell of a squad. We have depth, creativity, youth, excellent coach. I mean, and we're the biggest club in London.
And that's the thing, though. I'm with you with all that, but a 3. So they're gonna finish ahead of us with everything we have that's going on.
Did you watch the preseason? I mean, we scoring goals for fun.
It's the preseason, man. I'm not worried about no preseason.
We lifting trophies in the preseason.
Not we lifting trophies.
Yeah, it's all setting up, man.
3 for me is Manchester United. I do think Man U will be the number 3 team this year. We didn't get that Harry Kane striker. I would have put as number 1 if we would have got something like that. But being honest, I'm kind of underwhelmed. We just need to stay this course, stay building with this. 3rd place is not nothing to be upset about.
No. Not when you facing these 2. And then I got
coming up.
At number 2, Arsenal, man. I think
I'm with you.
They've added. They got the right coach. I like how they play. They're gonna be fun to watch too.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about is the Arsenal curse. That's the only thing I worry about.
What you saying? Like having a good year and then having a bad year? Like yo-yo?
Look at what happened the year after the Invincibles, where they just capitulated, and I think they were like 10th, I believe, and then got knocked out the group stage of the Champions League.
It was a major fall. I remember that.
But they're going to be strong. I don't think they'll be. I don't think we'll have a capitulation like that at all. No. But I think they will be second. But I don't think they're going to mess with you even close to this number 1 team. We probably both are saying Man City.
Manchester City. You already know the citizens, man.
Look, nobody's going to mess with that right now, man.
Yeah, they're going to have to blow it up from the inside for the rest to have a real chance.
And the sad part is that they got all kind of cats we don't even know the names of, and then we find out and be like when they got Kanji, and we're like, who is Kanji? And then you're like,
he's a beast.
But what's the new kid that got the young 19-year-old like Rico Lewis?
Okay, see,
I didn't midfielder dude with the little twist haircut.
Is he nice?
Dude. He nice. He played in the FA Cup final against us, and I'm like, who is he? I'm googling. I'm like, he's 19. Like, where did he come from?
And then they reload with arguably signing the best young defender in the world. What is it, something like a Gavasol or something like that?
From Leipzig.
Yeah, man. So him and Kanji together, it's like that's the future right there. You know what I mean? Like,
and then you still got Walker still there. You know what I'm saying? To hold it down. Still got Rodri, De Bruyne.
Right. Top goalkeeper with his feet, exceptional. You know what I mean? Holland, we
got Foden on one side. And then Grealish on the other side, and they got a whole bunch of dudes on the bench that we can Calvin Phillips,
Bernardo Silva, So I mean, it just goes.
And they gave away players in offseason just to have bread to do some fun with. They let Mahrez go,
Gundogan
go, and those were talisman,
top talent.
And we still got them as number 1. That's how good they are.
Man, and arguably the best manager to top it off.
Look, I said this in my United fan group on Facebook as we finna get ready to wrap it up. I said Pep is better manager than Sir Alex Ferguson. It's not even funny.
Wow, let's save that for next week. Man.
and Cass was like, and after I broke it down, and we could do that next episode. I think Pep changed the game more. Alex Ferguson is a better people manager. He's not the best X and O guy though.
We tabling that.
Yeah, and that's a lot. I know you like. Oh wow, you saying that?
Yeah, that's a hard one to swallow, man. You try to slide that in at the end.
And we will see y'all again on Just Kicking It. We will check y'all out coming up soon. Peace.
Yeah, man. Look forward to the season.